Okay guys, so we're here on the booty builder and we're going to be focusing on the glute bridge. Now you can do hip thrusts on this machine. I'll do that in a separate video. Here specifically we're targeting the glutes. Now before we get into the movement, there's a lever here that moves the frame forwards and backwards. Now if you're quite a tall guy with a long torso and long legs, you're probably going to need to move that framework back. Unfortunately, I've not been blessed with height. I'm quite short, so I need to bring the frame this way. Now, I have set the weight already. It's a stack, so we put the pin in the stack where we want to be working. My feet are going to go on this foot plate. Now, to set it up, you'll see on the seatbelt we've got a few different options. I'm quite a broad guy, so I'm going to have it on there. If you're quite petite, we'll probably put it on here. And then that belt sits on the hip flexors. Okay, so setup-wise, chin is tucked, and obviously I've got the weight on my quads at the moment. My glutes are lengthened. All I'm going to do, I'll do a few reps here and show you and talk you through it. I'm trying to straighten the hip joint as much as I can and fully contract the glute muscles there. And then as I go down, I'm going to lengthen. Now this is important. When I go down, I'm not going down too deep so that my knees start traveling down. That then becomes a hip thrust and the quads are going to start getting involved. So I'm limiting the range of movement intentionally to keep the tension on the glutes. So I'm only coming down low enough until I start to see the knees drop off and I'm stopping there. So you'll probably see two definitive speeds here. There's a really fast, aggressive contraction as I drive the glutes and the hips upward, and then there's a slow release as the glutes lengthen. Now hopefully you can see in my upper body there's no movement. I'm not putting the head back, I'm keeping that chin tucked, torso stays nice and stable, and I'm just focusing on the glutes. Okay, now here's a really good tip. Imagine when you go down, you're dipping your bum in a bucket of water and your bum cheeks are two sponges soaking up that water. At the top, we're gonna wring those sponges out, squeeze those glutes hard. Dip in, squeeze out. Dip in, wring those sponges out of the top. Okay. Final tip, if you're feeling that a lot in the quads, it means your feet are too low on this platform. Take them up a little bit. However, if you're feeling it in your hamstrings, feet are too high. Bring them down a little bit. So play around with your foot settings and make sure you're feeling it in the glutes. So that's the Booty Builder Glute Bridge.